Vice says that here are your options if you have to leave Twitter because of Elon Musk. And one of them, they say, they go, which is,
I mean, the one that's obviously the most insane.
Yeah, but they have Vices essentially being like, here's the alternative tech for you to try. And the first one is Discords. Yeah. They go, if Twitter's too rough for you, why don't you go on a Discord server? Okay, what kind of crazy shit is this?
Yeah, go. Have you guys been on many Discord? I mean, there must be some safer Discords that are like,
I'm sure if you're in the puppy Discord, it probably isn't that wild, but like Discords are the Wild West.
Yeah. Well, Discord actually kind of very recently has been
trying to crack down,
where they're saying like if you do something off of Discord, we can take away your Discord. We'll kick you off of Discord for something you did on YouTube.
Well, I guess they could take away your Discord, but if you're just a random person in a Discord, there isn't probably that much.
Oh no, I think that too. Like but I don't know how they would.
What did they say? So what did Discord say?
They just basically did one of those policies with like, look, if you, for example, get like convicted for the January 6th of like inciting a thing, and they know that you have a Discord account, they'll just not your Discord, they'll just like ban you, like they would ban you on Twitter, like, you know.
So maybe they are trying to be the alternative to the wild west of Twitter.
You can't go viral on Twitter, so on Discord, so instantly it's not Twitter.
It's a completely different thing.
Yeah, the moment you take away that whole town square element, it's the opposite of town square. It's all these tiny towns that don't interact with each other.
People like the town square of Twitter because they like arguing, and you can quote tweet people you don't like, and everyone sees that you quote tweeted it.
Absolutely. You can block people.
It's a power trip for everyone. Yeah, everyone involved likes it because they like fighting.
It's a good time.
Yeah, they gave all these, and one of them, so basically Discord, and then one of the ones they're saying that, hey, if you don't like it, maybe potentially what you could do is start your own.
Yeah, I mean the classic.
So Twitter, this is what Vice Magazine says. If you're at home right now and you're having a really hard time because of this whole Twitter thing, and you go, I don't know what I'm going to do. My identity lives on Twitter. I'm a verified blogger. That's a big part of it's all my profile pictures on Tinder are just my check mark, then closer my check mark, then closer my check mark, then closer my check mark. So that's your whole identity, right? Mm-hmm. And what they said about starting your own. So they did give advice, and they said this might be the hardest option. It might be starting a Discord might be easier than starting your own Twitter.
Twitter, yeah.
So this is.
I mean, look at the struggle with True Social right now. He's fucking piling in millions of dollars, and he's not even there. But you can do it.
Yeah, you can do it if you're a blogger that's upset that Elon Musk owns Twitter.
I like that super left-wing Vice is giving the advice that like just all the conservatives on Twitter to everybody melting down and go, why don't you go start your own?
Yeah, and they're sort of saying we should actually start our own Twitter.
That's a good idea.
But
we should learn to code.
It's so crazy, right? They wrote this, but it's the hardest option, but it's worth thinking about. It's worth giving it a bit of a gander, right? If you'd really like direct control over how you interface with social media, it's worth giving it a shot.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I'm surprised their next thing is not just like, have you heard of this thing called 8chan? That's a fun place.
Yeah.
You go there.
If you're having trouble on Twitter, if you think that there's going to be too much misinformation now, there's a certain thing called 32chan.
One of them is actually forums.
Have you heard of, how about the InfoWars message board? This is Vice's advice.
Mental.
Vice's advice. So they think that potentially your options are, if you want potentially to go into a Discord, start your own internet, the InfoWars chat room.
Maybe start your own newspaper.
Freespeech.tv.
Yeah, that's probably taken. But start your own newspaper.
Yeah, so...
and the best was the last one, actually.
They're not done with this one. They say Darius Kazemi, who runs an international small social media site called Friend Camp, has written a detailed guide on how you can also start your own Friend Camp. So, and you could also use Mastodon and other social media sites. So if you want to start Friend Camp...
I mean, it sounds like Elon actually, this is kind of what he will be doing, is he's going to open up the code for Twitter, and you're going to be able to make your own little Twitters. Yeah, like you'll be able to make a Twitter that's like kind of your thing.
That's the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So, and their last option, this is one you're going to say, talk to your friends and family in real life.
Yeah, like have you ever met Twitter users? You know what's a good replacement for just being like angry all the time on Twitter? Just go talk to your mom in real life.
I know, but it's like, you're right. It is all the advice. It's like, yeah, you're right. People on Twitter shouldn't be having a meltdown over Twitter. They should just have their normal life that is a bigger component.
This is like a Babylon Bee article. Honestly, this is like a Babylon Bee article about advice about what to do when you fucking are getting
crazy, right?
Losing your Twitter. Yeah, just like, if you have a really sharp take, tell your mom, have her call all her friends, tell them, have them call all of their friends. Yeah. You could go viral that way.
Yeah, move to another country, for example. Lock yourself into a bunker. But that's the next one they're gonna say. Buy guns and get a bunker.
Yeah. Patriot supplies.
Yeah, and get a box. So what you can do is, if you're having trouble with Twitter, what you could potentially do is get a bucket of Patriot supplies and a bunker, which will be good for 4 days, and sort of pull an Encino Man.
Yeah. You think Laura Loomer's going to get her fucking thing back?
That's the big question, is if people get their stuff back, you know?
There must be. I mean, this kind of seems like it must be the point. But
you know who was, I think a lot of people were pointing this out online, but there's a lot of sort of conservative people that are probably really popular because all the spicy conservative people got kicked off.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if you think about it, the Daily Wire guys they say sort of spicy stuff, but they're still sort of, you know, they're not getting kicked off. They're on YouTube. They're a big corporation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas all the other, like, it's almost like they're it almost is a good business model to be that, you know, spicy conservative guy, because they kick off all your competition.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I imagine they'll all be back on there.
Well, that's an interesting thing, though.
Because I don't know what Laura Loomer.
Because you're right. Look, if Alex Jones was on Twitter, who would want to follow some of these, you know, Dave Rubin?
Yeah.
I guess maybe just people follow anyone.
Yeah, they'll follow them all, but yeah.
I guess it's not either or.
Yeah, exactly. But that would be wild if Alex Jones comes back on. He's got to be careful, though. I think they've.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Jones.
Did he just go bankrupt?
And then they've had the other one more Vice take is they said they had an article where they say sex workers hope that Elon Musk will leave them alone on Twitter, which just shows them. You go, why?
You're not paying attention? Yes, he's going to do that.
That's what I mean. It's like, how do you call yourself a journalist? I mean, whatever, but how can they were writing an article on this thing and then be like, sex workers might be dangerous by this guy who says he's going to allow more stuff on the platform.
I mean, in terms of the
what are you talking about?
I don't know if you saw me post this, but the journalism, but I had someone fucking message me from Business Insider.
And I hope you're good because I'm a big fan of your sex work.
Yeah. But they messaged me being like, hey, I'm doing
I saw that. What happened?
I didn't respond back, but she was like, I'm doing a piece on people who are impersonating Elon Musk. Do you want to? And I'm like, are you an idiot? Like, what makes you think I'm impersonating him? I didn't it's not like my fucking avatar.
You changed your name to
Elon Musk is violence as a joke for like the rest of the joke or whatever. But I'm like, are you like this? That is what these journalists are. They're like 25 years old.
That's the level that they understand.
They see this stuff. Dude, I'm getting, by the way, right now, maybe
herpes.
Yeah, maybe 30 DMs a day from people who think I'm Elon Musk.
Oh, really?
They go, Elon. They're all like fucking. They're all.
What do they say? You're a fucking idiot.
No.
You give Twitter back.
No, they all want money, but they're
money.
Like, yeah, they're all like, please, Mr. Musk, like you're a great man. All this stuff, like, could you
really?
Yeah, and then they're like, but I'm like, how do you think I'm Elon Musk?
Is that so? If you're a billionaire, is that what you get all day long?
His
like just saying support my GoFundMe. Is that kind of the idea?
No, they're just, some people are like, I'm an entrepreneur, but I don't have enough money. A bunch of them are like crypto stuff. I can't get off the ground.
Has that ever worked? Where someone, Yeah. That is the ultimate half-baked idea where you go.
One of them was this
you
guy.
have a list on your thing. You watch like the wrong Gary Vee style video. It's like you got to take shots.
Yeah, kind of. One of them, my favorite.
You
one
should
was
tell them you're giving them money.
Was this? No, I don't want to fuck with them like that. But one of them was favorite with this guy who was American, because a lot of them are from like overseas and stuff. But this guy was American. He goes, "Yo, dude," he's like, "How crazy would it be if you just gave me 20 grand right now?" Like that's how he said it.
Yo, if you're in France,
he goes, "How fucking crazy would it be if you just gave me 20 grand?"
That's the dude. Like, wouldn't it be fucking wild if you just blew me right now? Good chick, yo.
Not.
You know what I mean? Yeah, the girl's like, yo, it's fucking snowing out in June. That's pretty crazy. You go, you know what would be even fucking crazier if you just gave me head right now. Just, show the world. Tell your parents who's boss. Show them that you don't follow the rules.
But seriously, I'm getting so many messages right now.
Interesting.
People who think I am Elon Musk.
It'd be good to change your name to Sean King and see what kind of fucking stuff comes in.
I would love that.
Thank you for watching that clip, supporting the channel. If you like the Boyscast, there's a new episode every week at patreon.com/theboyscast.
That's patreon.com/theboyscast.